Kan ngarap ne. Kan ngipin ne kan. Tawar nguring bin kan dah. Kan ngipin ne. Kan kuwa. Kan ngipin ne. Kan nginci ko. Yang ada ben kaira. Didin kan ko. Kan nginci ko. Tidak kan ja ko. Kan. Makapil kan ja. Kan. Yang ada ben kaira. Didin kan ko. Bener kan ko. Kan ngipin ne. Mari ben kan ja. Hari ini kan ja.
If you want to know the best drug in the world, go out hunting. Go out hunting every day, 24 hours, come back home.
Nice one, eh?
Watch out. CJ, load up. Load up, CJ.
Action, it's real good.
And it's official, I love the Northern Territory. Hey, the boys. Welcome to the NT, fellas.
How's it going, mate?
Good, mate.
How are you, brother?
Welcome, brother.
See ya.
Mate, you fellas look like you've driven across Australia.
Mate, we got here without a hitch.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1.
What, 7? Yeah, well, you're an idiot.
Got 16 hours, so let's just start punching it.
Yeah, because we've got to stop for a dirty old Dodge Ram.
So the drive up to the NT was absolutely fantastic. There was 3 days of like pretty well 15, 16 hour days until we hit Daly River.
Have a look at this. All the way from the sunny coast. The hometown. In aid of the Royal Flying Doctors Service. Blue Heeler Pub. How good? Little taste of home. If you find it, send it through and you'll get a hat in the mail.
What do you reckon, Az?
I reckon we're up.
So we made it. We're 4 kilometres off the Northern Territory border, and now we're going to try and get to Barclay Homestead for some dinner. But we've got to stop off at the sign just to show everyone that we made it.
Hey! Thanks, Froggo. Oh, that bubbled from the top of my gut down to my asshole.
I'm gonna deck this out. I just need smaller stickers here, and then I'm going to deck all that out, and then around there. And then, yeah, I think we're pulling up at Catherine for the night. We're going to go pick up all our food. We're going to go grocery shopping, get everything for the 7 days that we're out at this first property.
Well, banking on 8 litres a day.
The eggs don't need to be in the fridge, eh?
This is dog and gun, you fucking idiot. Filling up, buddy. What have you got so far? 310 litres of petrol so far.
Oh, I'd have to always bet on myself, so I'm going to say me. I'm going to get the biggest buff head of the trip. You can take that to the bank.
Max seems to have a lot of luck.
So we need to get, what do we need to get? We need to get
Hand spears for crabbing on the beach. Just got
hand reels.
Hand reels. Yep, for them big fish, and when we catch some cherub and some mullet. We also want to ask the locals like what the barra are hitting at the moment.
You can never spend too much on this.
No, that's a terrible thing, isn't it?
Went for a bit of a flick. Jack went fishing, caught I think he caught 2 barra there. Had a few beers, it was a big drive, so we were kind of lucky to have that bit of a, I think we had like a night and a couple of hours the next day, and yeah, just hit the river and went fishing.
So what's the plan?
Plan is ice up.
Beer up.
This is the last opportunity to have a beer, so we're going to sink a couple, and then we're going to head out to Palumpa.
Yep.
Go meet everyone, set up camp, and then get into it.
What are the highlights of the trip up? Any good roadhouses, any good pubs?
Lots of good roadhouses. Man, I reckon the highlights is all the stickers we've got. All of us were collecting stickers, and we're just painting the inside of our canopies with stickers. Yeah.
Mate, I heard you jumped the gun and you got a barra without us being here, mate.
Yeah, I've gotten 2.
Oh, mate, you're setting the bar high, eh?
About an hour's worth of fishing, landed 2 barra, so.
Well, mate, I'm tonguing for a beer after our long drive from Darwin. We've been trucking for a while, mate. But let's go in and polish a few off before we
let's get into it.
Get the dry camp, mate. Like this side.
Guys, do you guys want any ice for your water bottles? Hey, one last beer. What do you got in you?
Great Northern.
You going Northern?
Yeah,
Mate, I'm going Northern as well.
Hey, Jacko, think you might need a few more lures?
Are you not?
How much did you spend over there for long lures?
Hey mate, can I get 6 Northerns, thanks?
Hey, Jacko, the old saying, risk versus reward. And he's lost a lot of lures, but he's caught the only barras. Hey mate, I'd pay $200 to catch a barra, a big one. Thank you. The last blackfish.
Yeah. I've got 0s. So I got bluefish.
Cheers fellas to an epic trip.
Yeah.
Make the most of it. And hopefully everyone gets a big buff, a big pig, and a big barra.
Yeah.
The 3 Bs.
I want to be really selective with my buff.
Yeah.
Like I know there's a lot out there, so I got a good set of binos. I just want to kind of hang back a bit until I find the one I want.
If we can, like, not just roll up, bang, it'd be good just to like see it in the distance,
do a bit of
crawl
stalking.
up, bit of stalking, and nail a big one. That'd be awesome. Some big pigs.
Really keen to go explore the back half of this place where there's probably not been a lot of lure fishing done. So
it's really the unexpected. Really, we don't know what's out there. You know, every Western block we've been to, they got their different traits, but they're all close to water, where there's water everywhere here, and we've got not just the pigs, we've got buffalo, there's scrub bulls, there's mud crabs, crocs, we've got to be very careful of. Big fish, and hopefully there's a bit of a beach up there, we might be able to try and get a GT.
I just feel so privileged to where we're going. Like, where we're going is untouched. Like, it's very hard to get out there, you have to have connections to be there, and like, I always thought that I'd be up doing this stuff by myself, working on stations and doing things, but to be able to do it with the boys and Siege, I'm just loving that. Like, that is just I just tick the list straight up. But there's also a community out there, and we're going to spend a bit of time doing killers for them, so they've got plenty of meat while we're up there. And we've also been asked to do the meat for a funeral. So on the 16th, unfortunately, a little girl got taken by a crocodile.
Police are searching for a child missing from a remote Northern Territory community who has reportedly been attacked by a crocodile.
Now police have subsequently in a media release said that they are treating this as a suspected crocodile attack, and they are searching a local creek.
So we're going to go, they've asked us to get all the meat for the funeral, so we're going to get 4 or 5 killers, hang them in the cold room for them. So that sort of stuff, I like that. That's just giving back, you know. It's not all about out there hunting and fishing and everything. It's what we can give back to the people and the stories we can tell along the way, you know. Like, but I just want to catch some big barra.
Yeah.
Barra's on my hit list. Like, we can shoot pigs and bulls and buff. Anyone out here, easy. Barra's what I'm after.
Yeah. Like that back baby. And the NT's got so much like like here that we don't have in Queensland. Yeah, it's just so different. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just keen for the whole.
Righto, boys. Here's to a good trip. Let's go and have a heap of fun.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
3 more, please.
Come out on all the trips, but this one being the 10-day trip that it's going to be, and I think we're going to cover quite a bit of ground. Brought Jesse along.
Appreciate it, mate.
Yeah, so know Jesse through the Defence Network, but we done our first job together about 12 months ago up the Cape in far north Queensland, and if we don't get some epic footage out of this, it'll be our own fault. Like up this way, mate, it's the wildlife, the sunrise we had coming in, the back burning, like and just the tones here, like the red dirt, the greenery. It's a photographer and filmmaker's dream, mate. So
Yeah,
I think
it really is.
I think if we stuff this up, there's only 2 people to blame, but I'm looking forward to it.
pressure.
So I'll have a bit of fun along the way and enjoy these last few beers. I'll be interested to see how my footage turns out when I'm not 12 beers deep on these trips. It's either going to be far better or far worse.
Yeah, it should be better.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah, so had our last beer actually, because it was a dry camp, and that was at Daly Rivers, and the boys had obviously been out for the recce beforehand, and I never went up for the recce, so I heard a lot about the community and Palumpa and where we were going. I heard the road out was pretty treacherous. There's a lot of bull dust, some of the floodwaters were still up, and the corrugations were pretty bad. So yeah, Jesse and Gaz haven't been out there as well, so we finished at the tarmac and hit that dirt. And
We only got 100 metres in, this big bump from the bitumen to the road, the trailer bounced, 100 metres up, tyres are coming off, that was pretty cool. Oh, crank her up. Hey, because you said it, it's not going anywhere. Mate, just tighten up all those constructs.
So when we went up for the recce for Northern Territory, we were in a hire car, we didn't have any weapons on us, and we were driving around and seeing the wildlife and seeing the pigs, seeing the buffalo, and I just remember thinking to myself, I cannot wait till I've got my own quad bike, all my gear, we're here for 10 days, and we've just got this whole playground to ourselves. It was almost like a little bit of torture going through that place and not having the guns, not having the gear. But I just knew that 10 days hunting was going to be absolutely incredible, and it did not fail us.
Always have a fishing rod in my car at all times. How fucking good is this? I drank that water last time we were here. It was absolutely beautiful. And we caught a heap of sooties just up under the tree here, little perch.
We're only like 20 k's out of where we need to be, and this river here is like crystal clear. And last time we came here, we had a quick flick and we're just catching little fish, but now the barra's on this time of year, and I am very excited to go chuck this bad boy in. Your beauty.
Here we go, take it. Hey, little black bream. We have a little native freshwater species. I don't know how big these fellas grow on the territory, but I know up in North Queensland they get bloody big and they're good eating. Well, for freshwater fish when they get bigger, but give them a kiss. First trip of the fish. First fish of the trip, not fish of the trip.
Oh, that river that we stopped off halfway through, but I think we got through about 100 kilometres of corrugation, stopped off at this gorgeous river just before we went up into Palumpa. Had a bit of a flick there for a bit. We got onto some pretty good little freshwater fish there.
Hey! Yeah! You! Easy man! Oh, Rex Hunt! Hey! Call me Rex Hunt!
That's all right.
That's a good fish.
What?
A month prior, I got to fly up with the boys and go for a little drive out to Palumpa, and I got a little snippet of what it could be, but yet we had only experienced the community, a couple of blokes there, and out on like one floodplain, and then driving out there with all our gear we normally hunt with, and knowing that like we're in a different state knowing the anticipation behind of what we could get, and then driving out knowing the guns are here, the bloody quads are here, and like the setup and the people we're about to meet was just like next level.
So the adrenaline started when we all started to leave home. But as soon as we hit Daly River, everyone went from about 25% to 1,000%. We were all just absolutely pinging for the adventure that was to come. And none of us knew at that point what we were stepping into, because it was just something out of this world. So I met Charlotte and Jeremy through the local community at home, and they were heading up to the territory to manage a community up there called Palumpa. And they said they're going up and they look after all the people in the community and do all their welfare checks and everything. I was like, yeah, that's awesome. About 6 months later, they messaged me and said, hey, you guys need to come up here for VNTR Ops because this place is amazing. And the elders have actually invited us up there, and it's very important. You can't go into this country without written permission from the TO. So they gave us all the permission. We went up on a recce and met them all. And from then it was just this wild adventure to get up there and get into the people and the community and the places and the fishing and the hunting. It was just amazing.
So after we met everyone, like Jeremy and Charlotte in the community, they took us out to where we were, out to Rogers Camp, and you kind of creep in behind all this pandanus palm, and then it just opens up to these beautiful floodplains. And I've had the privilege of going out hunting a bit on the floodplains before, but in a completely different area. But I'll tell you what, this place put it to shame.
How are you, my friend? Right, mate? Good to see you.
Mate, we're just looking for a clearer water hole where we can pump water out of for showers and do a bit of fishing out of, and Roger said this way there's a clearer water hole, so we'll go up there for a bit of a look. Roger's our chief guide, he knows this place like the back of his hand. He was just saying he's still got some good stock horses that he rides this country with all the time, and so there's not much he doesn't know. But we're just looking out there, the buffalo out there on the plains. See him out there? Probably can't see him with the camera, but there's a fair few of them out at the moment. How wet's it out there, Rog?
Like right now, if you could get closer, it's like getting dry, but like...
Be okay in the buggies and that, we'll be right.
Yeah, you'll be okay.
Is there some...
Bit tired out there.
Yeah. So Roger was saying that there's 2 fences, cattle fences, long way that way, and that's still his country. And back to those hills is still his country. So we've got a lot of country to explore and get over in the next couple of days. You see the buffalo?
This is the
big heap of buff out there on the plains.
The car over there standing.
Yeah.
They're probably getting a turtle.
Oh yeah, turtle hunting.
There are people there getting turtle.
Yeah.
What's it taste like?
Oh, it tastes yummy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like chicken or?
Lovely, like some sort of like chicken.
Yeah, it's soft meat?
Yeah, it's soft meat.
Yeah. And just straight on a fire?
Ah, straight on a fire.
Yeah, yum.
You can swim and just feel it. When you feel the turtle into the water, and just, grab it. That's right, just catch him by hand.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
Yeah, you might grab a crocodile instead of a turtle.
Oh, I'll let you to grab crocodile. Woo! Yeah, very Monday, pick more beer.
Yeah?
Me and like uncle went there one day for fishing long time ago. I seen seen a little fish. I thought it's a little fish, yeah, with a spear, make a noise, and then big bear went. And then old man throw a spear at him. We got him. We got him with the spear at Barramundi.
Keys are in the Ram, mate.
Want to get some?
Hey, my friend, I gotta take. Yeah, we think we get the quad bike, and later we'll go. I'll take you there, show you all my brothers.
Okay, that'd be great. That'd be fantastic, Rog.
And like few young fellows that like to maybe come too, you know.
Meet them. Gaz will come with us. He's going to film us a bit.
All right, no worries, mate.
I can meet whoever you want to meet, Rog. I'm happy to talk to everybody.
Yeah. Just come talk to everybody. Yeah. We said we used to come here.
Yeah, Shade, yeah.
For dinner camp.
Nice and cool.
Nice and cool.
I used to work with a lot of old Aboriginal stockmen, and same thing, dinner camp.
Dinner camp.
I love dinner camp.
I love dinner camp too.
So we always pride ourselves on trying to get the best camp spot we can. So as we rolled into Palumpa, we were with Roger in the car, and we went to a few little spots, but they were real crocky, completely covered in reeds, like you couldn't see what was there. So we rolled out of the tree line into the floodplains to this little water hole that was absolutely spectacular.
We might camp up here on the bit of a flat if that's all right. Don't worry, you?
Don't worry me, it's all up to you.
That's a cheeky smile.
No, you are all good.
I'll just ring my brothers, Rog, and say, come down here.
Yeah. That's him.
Hey, come down here a bit, we'll camp down here a bit further. It's a lot more open. There's a few crocodiles around here, but there's a bit of an open flat further up. Way better. Yeah, you'll see us down here. Yeah, we'll have to go back up the hill a bit here to get away from the croc a bit, but it's a bit easier to camp here. Happy days, Rog. If you're happy for us to camp here,
I'm happy.
You're happy? If you're happy, I'm happy. That's all that matters.
I'm happy, mate.
Yeah. Rod saw one just little croc go up the creek here in front of us before. Yeah, and what you're saying is where that little girl was taken for the crocodile, way up there. This is the start of that. Yeah. We've got plenty of, we've got more fishing gear, guns and bullets and all the stuff we need, and camera gear. Gaz has got, I don't know how much camera gear. This is just so pretty. It really is just stunning.
We should go around there and have a look. What do you reckon?
Yeah.
Let's go. We're going to go through there, look.
Oh, this way? Not too wet?
Not too wet.
One over there.
Couple over there, big walk.
Jesus Christ, look at that. In your country, how far do those hills does it go?
Those hill over there, no, it's not my country. That's for the Yakuin mom. That's Yakuin country back that way in that hill. One hill over there, that's a Table Hill.
Okay. Whose is that country?
That area, this area belongs to him, no, Whiskey.
Oh, Whiskey, you're that way?
Yeah. That area there, look, that belongs to him. Now right back, one hill there standing up, right back there.
Yeah, okay. People up there saw a big heap of pigs running in the timber before, but it's too hot for pigs to be out in these floodplains. When it gets, sun goes down, there'll be heaps of them.
No, they saw 2 pigs, but they ran.
Oh,
to the
sorry,
bush.
yeah.
Oh.
I'll actually park you dead north, but Jack's compass is saying north that way more. Alright, shut up. Point 2.
Logistically, it is a huge challenge to get into this part of the world. So you're disconnected from everything where we were, and anything could happen at any time. So you have to be prepared, and it's not just the motorbikes and the spare parts, it's first aid kits, it's the camping, it's the solar, it's the wear and tear on your body and the bikes that was just crazy. Like, you'll see the video through the series, how we're all very bright-eyed at the start, but by the end of it, you can see the fatigue and wear in our face. This was probably one of the biggest undertakings and the most adventurous trips we have done.
We were 5 hours drive from Darwin with a town that had limited resources, probably an hour and a half, 2 hours from where we were, but yet for what quad bikes we have and buggies we got, they're not going to have our parts. So we make a list, we take them, and what we work out how much fuel we use per day, per bike. We put it in a spreadsheet, we run all that, and knowing and we do this similar to food, but we just narrow it down for the bikes and we go, yep, this is what we need to drop oils if we need to, diff oils, and then obviously fuel and make sure no one runs out and we can get everyone out each day.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, go! Fuck!
So I've done a few trips to the Northern Territory, and I've gone out with a few different friends and, you know, family friends out hunting, fishing, adventuring, and it always seems to be whenever I'm in the Northern Territory, there's heaps of boats, there's choppers getting around, the wildlife.
But I just saw the biggest buffalo bull I've ever seen in my life just over here. I want to go shoot something or catch something.
Oh, go shoot.
No, we need to get camp set up.
You're catching the most unreal fish. But the land itself, I call the Northern Territory the Wild West of Australia, because it truly is. And where we set up for camp, it was like this pristine billabong. And you look around and there's like all these ant mounds, there's all these species of trees, which I've never sort of seen anywhere else other than the Northern Territory. And the indigenous people there from the community, they go out and they burn all the land. So when it's almost pristine land. Like it's very hard to describe, but obviously when you watch it, you'll sort of see, but I don't think it truly captures where you are. It is so unique, and the wildlife is just vibrant, and camping right there in the middle of it with the crocodiles and all the birds and the pigs and the buffalo that are just roaming around 100 meters from you is unbelievable.
I hadn't been to the NT properly, you know, since I was a kid. So I was like, you know, I knew there was lots of crocs, lots of big buffalo, lots of big pigs out there and stuff. So it was pretty, yeah, the stoke was real. I was just kind of, yeah, prepping mentally, I suppose, on the drive out. I'm like, oh, this is going to be insane. But yeah, little did I know I couldn't prepare for it.
The two campsites before were very closed in and housed down, which is what, you know, we got shown them, like, oh, this is good. This one that we got, the openness and on the floodplains, and when we rocked up there was buffalo and birds flying around, and like, yep, this is it, this is the setup.
Alright, so day one, we met Jesse and Gaz down at Daly Rivers, and then pretty well punched about 230k out to where we are now. So we met the local community traditional owner, so Roger, gave us the rundown. So there's a couple of things we got to do over the next couple of days, which we're pretty keen to share with you. And then, yeah, gunned it out to this camp. We're just in the middle of this big floodplain, which in the wet would just be pretty well underwater or pretty well swamp. And yeah, set up camp. So it took us a bit today. We cannot find firewood. It took us about, how long are we going for, Siege?
Oh, over an hour.
Over an hour just to find one tree that was dead, because it's all pandanus around here. And then, yeah, come back, just had the fire up just to get these midges away, because they're thick as thieves here. For the minute that sun went down, hey, they just come out like a swarm. We've got the fire on now, so that's good. Bugs are kind of dissipated, and yeah, Jacko's about to cook his famous smash burgers. Yeah, there's a fair few crocs here. So we thought we saw a fair few in Daly Rivers, but yeah, out here they're definitely a lot thicker. Just down the road, a young girl a couple of weeks ago got taken. So we're all on croc watch at the moment. We just shined the torch down here before, and there's just red eyes popping out everywhere.
Yeah, just setting up. It's going to be a late night setup, obviously. We got 6 people here. We're just cooking dinner. And then tomorrow we're going to get up early. We've got a community meeting in the morning with everyone. So Roger's going to bring around everyone, and we're going to cook some snags on the barbie for them. Got a couple of AFL balls for them. Just play a bit of footy, and yeah, after that, We're going to go over the western block, I believe. There's an elder over there that's asked, or a TO that's asked for us to put a killer on for him. If we can get one cow for him, and then we've pretty much got access to that whole western side of his land. He was happy as he said 1 killer will do. Besides that, hopefully everything goes smoothly and get a buff and a pig tomorrow.